So there's a whole thing going on with Richard Simmons. He used to be on our show all the time, and then he went into hiding, or he's a recluse now.
Yeah, and all these theories about people keeping him captive or something.
Richard Simmons has been posting on social media recently. I don't know how aware you are of this, but this is what's
I am
happening.
aware
And
of
people
this,
freaked
yeah.
out this week because he posted that he was dying. And so, but then he apologized, saying he only meant to inspire his followers to live life to the fullest every day. Here's what he wrote. I have some news to tell you. Please don't be sad. I am dying. Oh, I can see your faces now. The truth is, we are all dying. Every day we live, we are getting closer to our death. Why am I telling you this? Because I want you to enjoy your life to the fullest every single day. Get up in the morning and look at the sky, count your blessings and enjoy. So here he went away for years. There was no problem. He was gone. He tweeted out one tweet. And now there's all hell is breaking loose because people now think he's dying. And then he wrote,
Right.
so many of you have gotten upset about my message today. Even the press has gotten in touch with me. I am not dying. It was a message about saying how we should embrace every day that we have. Sorry for the confusion. Love, Richard. I'm dying to dance to the oldies. And then Gary told me today he's been corresponding with Richard. Richard is back.
Really?
I mean,
So listen, I want to be really clear that I wrote to Richard not for airtime for the radio, and I'm not going to talk about what we've discussed, but I did
Right.
confirm that I was corresponding with him because, listen, he did some really nice things for my family. You know the story. He visited my
Right.
brother in the hospital. He bought my mother a dress for my wedding. He was just super nice to us, and I just wanted to make sure he's okay.
He's writing to you. That's good. That's a good sign. I thought maybe
Yeah, I
he
was happy
really-
to. I was happy to hear from him. I'm happy
Yeah.
to talk to him.
Here's my theory. And again, this is just me fantasizing. Maybe it just got to be too much and he was getting older and he felt like, I don't want people to see me old. Or maybe he just burned out. Like maybe he just was like, you know what? I've had enough.
See, I think it's the burned out thing because
Mhm.
Richard was Richard 24 hours a day. He was always on. He was always ready to hit the high notes,
Mhm.
and he very rarely was he quiet and just calm and not
Yeah.
Richard.
It wasn't just
Yeah, you're
that.
right.
He would tell me that, he would spend all day writing letters to people and then he would call people. And I know for a fact because there was a heavy person that we worked with and she was like in the call rotation. He would call her every 2 months. So he had a group of people. And I think every day he made hundreds of calls and wrote hundreds of letters. It's exhausting.
Yeah, maybe he just burned out. He got
Yeah.
woozy from all the helping people thing. But I've always said, not that I know about working out all that much. I always thought Richard, at the bottom line, he had a lot of good advice for people. He gave
Yeah.
sensible advice. It wasn't kooky kind of stuff. Like eat responsibly, get out there, move around, just
Portion
good stuff.
control, exercise, all that. Yes.
Lest anyone think we haven't gotten in touch with Richard about being on the show, because I know people write me and go, well, Gary should have invited him on. Richard Simmons has passed on
Yeah.
our offer to appear on the show. Of course, we asked him. It would be great because everyone wants to know what's going on with him. I would like to do a serious type of interview with Richard Simmons and get to the bottom of all this stuff. But
Would be
I mean, and it's
fascinating.
fascinating, Robin.